Welcome to Insights. I'm Eric. I want to do a biotech S&P biotechnology review here. We had talked about it a couple days ago, and we're just going to review quickly how we stand within the evolution of the trade. The primary trend, as we can see here, is still up at 12 months, and it's produced a 63% return. And as the previous discussion talked about, or the review, we are peeling back now. The daily trend, while the primary trend is up, the daily trend has turned down. It's been down for 8 days, and it's fallen fairly substantially, enough so that the price cycle here is above its norm. But you can't short against the primary trend. Now the real question is the daily trend, which is discussed here, is it going to infect the weekly trend, which is revealed here? The weekly cycles for the biotechnology, the price cycle is over 2, so it's extended, so this is on the uptrend. The time cycle is somewhat extended at 0.4, almost 0.5, but that's not troublesome. This could be a problem. The price downturn could pull down and on the daily and could ultimately flip the weekly, which would mean a much deeper correction. Does the correction have to correct any of the or relieve any of the extreme readings or cycles in the monthly price or time? That's a pretty easy answer. This is only slightly above a normal cycle for biotechnology, above 0. This one's still below 0. So the overall frame of things, this correction could be just setting up a shallow reset. We don't know. The whole point is to wait for the reset to see what it looks like. The only thing that you can look at, and there's nothing to really discuss since the last review, you can click the Pro chart, and you're going to see that the Pro index, I'll leave that for the subscribers. The Pro index is lagging relative to price, which is the professionals haven't been buying the dip, so they weren't buying the rally and they haven't been buying the dip, so there's a divergence there. If something changes, we'll take a look at that and I'll do a subscribers only review. But for now, this is just a standardized movement within the evolution of the trade. Everything was triple up. It's that the nomenclature is taken off this. There's no longer any triple alignment because the daily is now down. The composite trend is out of alignment, so there's no readings inside the composite trend. So the only play you can wait for is to wait for a reset. A reset is going to come when it comes. It could come this week. It could come sometimes in the coming weeks or in several months from now. The longer the correction or the downturn on the daily lasts, the more likely the weekly trend will be attacked too, and then this one will be a candidate for reset as well. The more time frames that reset, the more powerful the rally will come when it's ready. So the whole point of this is to wait for the proper setup, to not overcommit to trading the short term, to try and short against the primary trend or trying to buy the bottom. You actually have to wait for a reset to materialize. So if you're trading the biotechnologies, wait for the R to show up here, wait for it to be coded yellow. I probably will talk about it. Whether or not that's going to be a viable reset, that's going to depend on whether or not the professionals have been buying ahead of it, and whether or not the equity market is vulnerable at that stage. What's the energy build for the composite energy DI for the equity? Those are things we can look at. But right now, this is just a general discussion of how the evolution of the trade works for biotechnology. If you have any questions about it, contact me directly. There's some links under the video. You can follow them. It'll take you to where you can ask some questions or you can leave some comments under the video. It doesn't really matter. All these markets are related in one way. We're talking about biotechnology, but this could equally apply to Bitcoin or any other market that's inside the matrix. That's why the discipline is universal. It's just you're following the computer output and you're using the discipline to move through the evolution of the trade. So if you have any other questions, please subscribe or to the YouTube channel or to do that in case I put these videos up directly there. Anything else, let me know. If not, enjoy your rest of your trading day and enjoy your trading week.